Hey guys, RPM here. Hope y'all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I want to update you all on my 8x GTX 1070 rig, which has been solo mining Flux full-time since the beginning of this year in 2022. And so this video, I'm going to go through how many blocks we found and how much Flux we've mined, essentially, with the parallel assets and I guess the future parallel assets that we will get. And also, I'm going to talk about my plans that I'm going to be using the Flux for. And I'm going to talk about the profitability and stuff near the end. Like, what if, if I mined Ethereum instead or anything like that. And I want to give you guys my thoughts around Flux at the end of the video. So let's go ahead. You guys know I did make this video about solo mining Flux for a whole year on 8 1070s. And that was back in January 5th of 2022. But I made that video, I think, January 2nd. It is March 3rd as of recording this video, so yeah, pretty much 2 months now. And now I'm gonna show you guys my HiveOS stats here in case some of you guys want to know. I have it in HiveOS. I'm using Mini Z miner. Okay, this is the version of the software, and yeah, it's mining on minerpool.org, and I'm getting around 300 souls per second for the whole rig. And here is the minerpool.org stats for my specific rig here. And you can see here, balance or total paid, it says here, I've been total paid 294 Flux. But if we go to the block explorer on Flux, it says here I have 394.32 Flux. So what you guys may be asking, Red Panda, why is the big disparity here on the total paid on Minerpool versus the block explorer? And that is because of the parallel assets, okay? And so I've been getting paid out parallel assets every time I find a block. It comes out as a separate payment from minerpool.org. And so overall, I've been getting, if we minus out 294 minus the 394 that I have here, that delta is the parallel assets, the amount. But you guys may be wondering, Red Panda, how many blocks have you found on solo mining Flux for the whole past 2 months? And yes, I'm going to show you guys right now. Let's do the math here. So we're going to take this number 294, we're going to copy that, and I guess the round coins here 36.75 is the half of the block reward, as the other half goes to the nodes. So this half goes to the miners. If you pool mine or solo mine, then you get this whole half. So we're going to go 294 divided by 36.75. So we're going to do that in Excel here. So 294 divided by 36.75. We're going to hit enter. And I have found 8 blocks. All right. That's how many in the past 2 months, which is, I think, is pretty good. We'll go through the what to mine numbers later on in this video. But another thing, I do have pending parallel assets on minerpool.org here. So technically, I do have more. So let's copy this number. We're going to go to Excel here. We're going to go equals 394 and then plus, let's see here. Now, if we go back to minerpool.org, we have KDA, ETH, BSC, TRX, Sol, Flux. And so 2.94 for each of these here. Oh, we got 2.57. So if we go here, let's just add it together. 2.94 times 4, because that's the 4 parallel assets that have 2.94 plus the 2.57, and that's going to equal, actually no, not yet, because we got to add the other potential parallel assets that are going to come in the future, 23.52. So we're going to go plus 23.52 times 5, and that's going to equal 525.93 Flux, technically, as of right now, as of recording, after 2 months. 525 Flux. That's amazing. All parallel assets together. Now, I did hear about another potential parallel asset coming, and so I'm not sure if that is going to be on minerpool.org later on, but I guess we'll see when I give you guys an update 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now on how much Flux we've mined solo, right? I'm going to keep solo mining on this rig, guys, forever. Well, I guess till the end of this year, until we give away the 8x 1070s, right? You guys remember that? Okay, so anyways, let's go now to my plans for this Flux. Okay, so I'm still going to keep solo mining, and now what I'm going to be doing is putting that Flux to work into a node. And so I know you guys know that I am strictly a mining channel, and I don't do like staking or master nodes or anything like that on my channel, and so I don't really cover that type of stuff. There are plenty of YouTube channels out there that do that kind of stuff, but if you guys want me to do a video on that, on how to create a node, to do all that, a VPS or something, it says here, you know, you can purchase a server or host it at a data center, do it at home. I don't think I'll want to do this at home. I mean, I could do it on the Raspberry Pi. I think I've seen people do that, but I want to have it on something that's, you know, a little bit more of an uptime, and, you know, I don't have redundancy at home here. I don't have a really solid setup network infrastructure at home. I'd rather have it on a VPS online. And so one quick thing, Flux is going to have a new requirement for their node structure. It's no longer going to be 10,000 flux, 25,000 flux, 100,000 flux for the Cumulus, Nimbus, and Stratus nodes. It's going to now be, as according to March 12th, coming up pretty soon, is going to be now 1,000 flux, 12,500 flux, and then 40,000 flux. All right, so I'm hoping to do the Cumulus flux. Actually, not going to lie, I can do the Nimbus, but I'm probably, for my solo mining, I am going to do the Cumulus one, but I will update you guys on once we hit 1,000 flux on my solo mining rig here. Hopefully we'll hit that soon, assuming people watching this video don't go and flock over to minerpool.org, because right now there's 122 miners on there right now with 83.22 kilosouls. That's a lot. That's a lot. And so my 300 souls is quite small compared to a lot of people, but if more people decide to do solo mining after watching this video, please don't, guys. Don't ruin my luck. I think I have pretty good luck, but minerpool.org doesn't really. It says here 285%, so I think that's pretty bad. But I do want to talk about profitability here versus mining Ethereum in a sec. Anyways, guys, that's what I'm going to be doing with my Flux, with my solo mining rig here, is I'm going to be turning it into a Flux node and do something cool, like maybe run it at home or do it at a VPS or something. You guys let me know. If you want to see a video of me setting one of these up, let me know. I'm actually very excited to do that. But anyways, guys, going along, the block reward distribution, I do want to cover this real quick in case some people are wondering. So right now, 50% of the block reward goes to miners, and then the other side of the 50% goes to the nodes, okay, the Cumulus, Nimbus, and Stratus. So as you have, I guess, yeah, the bigger nodes like the Nimbus or Stratus, then you get more in terms of percentage. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyways, going along, guys, I want to now talk about the profitability. This is something I think maybe some people are wondering about. So I've already entered in, let's just say I have my 8 1070s here into what to mine, and I'm just going to put in the Zel hash numbers here of 300. That's what I'm around. I'm going to hit calculate. And right now at 10 cent kilowatt hour, Flux is the most profitable coin to mine. Pool mining, okay, solo mining is not on here, but let's just do some numbers here, right? Let's just say if I pool mined for 2 months. Now this is gonna be, I don't have the stats of, you know, what the difficulty was for the past 2 months. I mean, it looks like it's been going down generally, so technically profitability might be, it used to be a bit more back then, but let's just say we go back to what to mine here, and it says we're supposed to make about $6 a day. Okay, if I had free electric, just for the heck of it, $8.32 a day. Okay, so we're gonna take that equals $8.32 times, let's say 60 days. That'll be 2 months worth. So that will be, as of right now, $500. That would be $500 worth of Flux if I mine. Now, actually, if we go to the estimated rewards. Okay, let's just do 6.5. Let's just take this number on what to mine. And then we're going to put in equals here, 6.5 times 60 days. So that would be 394.51 Flux. All right, look at that, guys. Look at that. I guess this also does include the parallel assets. Okay, bonus rewards included by default. So there we go. Isn't that amazing? I wonder, though, if that includes the other parallel assets that are not paid out yet, the parallel assets 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because these other parallel assets here do add an extra pretty much 100 Flux, right? So that's actually, I wonder if that's really on par. You guys can let me know down below, but if anyone's from Flux is watching this. But it looks like my solo mining has been a lot better if I were to pool mine Flux, as you guys can see. So I think as of right now, I am pretty good as to how much flux I have here. And if I, if I take that 394 right now, if I go to CoinGecko here, that's about $555 worth right now on that address. Okay, on my address here, if I go copy this, go to CoinGecko, paste that in, that's $556 USD. So technically, I've made more than if I was to pool mine, potentially, right? Maybe if we knew how much the difficulty was a little bit higher back in January, so maybe I'd get a little bit less flux, right? And now the difficulty's been going down. I technically, if I were to pool mine, for instance, then I'd maybe get a little bit more flux now. But as of we're seeing the numbers here of what I have now, right? You guys can see it's pretty good. It's pretty good for me to solo mine. Now, this is not a video to have everyone just now move over and solo mine flux. Okay, this is not, everyone cannot be very lucky, right? It's all about luck, and I'm doing this because I want to take that risk, and plus the parallel assets, that will be paid out later on is also going to be pretty awesome as well. The first 5 parallel assets already get paid out, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's the numbers. I thought that was really cool, and if I was mining Ethereum, it looks like I'd be getting much less in terms of the dollar value, so I'm not even going to compare Ethereum at that point. Flux is the most profitable on the 1070s here. Actually, some people may question here. So if I didn't do 300 souls on what to mine here, I'm going to hit calculate. Okay. So Flux moves down the list here. So Ethereum and Ycash moves back up on the list for 8 1070s. Now, I don't know what I can get in terms of the mega hash on my 1070s, but maybe that's correct. 200. Let me just do something here. Equals 200 divided by 8. That would be 25 mega hash. Wow, they've dropped down that much. Okay, well, I don't think that is efficient though. I think flux mining, as you guys can see, that I can get on my Hive OS here, these are pretty good. These are really good on flux. Anyways, guys, I just want to give my final thoughts here on Flux, as I've watched a bunch of interviews with Daniel Keller. There's a great one on Son of a Text channel. Really great interview with the founder, CSO of Flux. And I have to say, I've been very inspired by the team and the project itself, and how Daniel Keller really presents himself regarding the project and just the overall goals and what they stand for. And I'm extremely happy about this project. I think they're going to go far. As you all know, with their nodes and proof of work, it's like a 50-50 right now. And I think that's pretty cool, right? And looking at their run on flux.io dashboard here, it says here they have about 2,663 nodes at the moment. And I want to run a node and do all that. And you all know that I'm a miner at heart. I've never really gotten into staking or master nodes or anything like that. I think Flux mentions that their nodes are not like master nodes per se, but their nodes, they say, each provides massive amounts of computing and storage power that is fully decentralized in both ownership and geographic location around the world. When compared to other projects where masternodes only process transactions, Flux nodes will be running Flux dApp backends, smart contracts, sidechains for the asset layers, among other uses we haven't even thought of yet. And all of this will be possible because of the sheer amount of resources available before being absolutely needed. So I guess that goes along with the hardware requirements needed for running like a Stratus node, like a 8-core processor, 16-thread, like a Xeon. This is like a Xeon server type of thing, right? And you need lots of RAM and hard drive and space, NVMe, SSD. Like, needs to be a pretty beefy server to run a Stratus node. And I mean, even 1,000 Flux node as well. So I think making a VPS probably makes sense in that regard. Anyways, that's really cool. And, you know, another thing that happened recently was, and I don't think that this should be really a big, you know, wow movement, because, you know, as we've seen other projects, you know, have partnerships with other things around, and I don't have any great examples to say, but these kind of news, I think it's cool that Flux partnered with NVIDIA in terms of being a premier partner, where Flux will be able to essentially use NVIDIA's resources. They say here, technology experts, networking events, and co-marketing support. So that's pretty cool on that regard. But overall, I'm extremely excited for Flux, and I'm going to be using my Flux for nodes, and I think that's going to be really awesome. You guys can let me know what you think, and also let me know what you guys think of my solo mining rig that I've been now mining for the past 2 months. I think it's been great, this solo mining rig 1070. I seriously did not think I would have this much flux after 2 months. And I didn't think I was going to get to 1,000 flux until after this video. Who knows how many of you are going to move over and my solo mining luck is going to go down the drain. Just kidding. But I want to know how long it'll take me to hit 1,000 flux. And then I can start on creating that node. And again, if you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know. Like I said, I am a crypto mining channel. I never cover any staking or nodes or anything like that. If you guys want to see that on that channel, on my channel, it may not make sense, but let me know down below if you want to see me do a setup or something of that. Actually, I'm not quite sure if I can show that on video, if I'm going to do that in the VPS or something. I have to like block out IP addresses and stuff. That might be a little risky, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see how I can set that up. And anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, and peace out.